What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday. I'm back sitting here trading. SPY is super green today, looking like we're seeing a really big bounce here. Nothing is looking super great to me on the low side. Maybe 272 or something, 271-ish, but we're already breaking pretty far away from that. There might be a short around 275 I can look for. I think that's probably my best case, but there's just so much chop in here that we'll just have to see what happens, really. If we start looking like we want to hold above 275, I mean, we could obviously keep going higher, but as of right now, there's definitely nothing going on. We'll just have to wait and see into the open what it is. Don't have too many stocks on the gap list, but the bigger name stocks, the FANG stocks, are all, for the most part, following the SPY here, moving up. So we got BABA and NVIDIA. NVIDIA's up 3.5% here, almost 4%, and BABA's up 2%. So I mean, 2% is the minimum for me. So I'm looking at any trades on these, really. And then I got the other FANG stocks, Tesla, Facebook, Netflix, Apple. So we'll just see what happens here at the open. It looks like it could be okay for something here. Low 650 on it. NVIDIA's pulling back pretty hard here. I like Goose too. Goose looks pretty good. Wow, Apple actually looks, wow, Apple and Netflix look pretty good too. But they aren't on the percentage scan, so I'm gonna have to pass on them. Oh, Bob is stuck here. There's no volume coming into this. I'm gonna have my order in here because if we, same situation, we get that volume explosion here. We'll see what happens. Things are moving up right now. SPY and the other big name stocks are moving up, so we'll see what Baba can do the same here. I think max risk right now is about 40 cents, so we're just going about 250 here. Can't believe that volume hasn't come in yet. Alright, Goose made its move. SPY's kind of moving up a little bit here. I know we got the potential here on Baba. Okay, there it is. Huh. It's 150 here. Here we go. Min. Happened way too fast. I saw it too. I could read it, I could tell it. I was just the last one to do something about it. It's too bad. NVIDIA still looks good though. Ooh, maybe it doesn't. Look at that volume. You know what? Baba is coming back here. Bob did end up popping back up there. We'll see what it does on this candle. It might set up for a good opening range play. Other big name stocks look kind of weak on the open too here. We'll see what happens if there's a seller up there. I'll get in on this, but I'm not gonna trust any just simple breakouts here. I haven't seen anything on the tape yet. Yeah, it's just gonna go through. Wow. Solid move. Yeah, it's kind of following the SPY a lot here. Looks looking pretty weak compared to the rest, especially. Kind of an attempted opening range breakdown there. I don't know, nothing looks too good right now. I'll turn it back later. Alright, Goose is really interesting here. It keeps coming back and forth in between this kind of range here. Hate you, Lightspeed. Why you gotta do that? It's kind of setting up for a scenario where I can get a pretty tight risk reward here. Oh, that low 66. It is pretty spready. I mean, 75 is definitely really pushing it, trying to get in on this. But we keep getting up to this, what is this, 45, 46 each and every time here. Oh, so we got above finally. Yeah, well, that one's gone. Just noticed it too late. Alright, I'm watching Goose again. I think there might be a trade on this pullback here. If we can get down to 71 and it looks like it's starting to want to hold, I'll look to get into it. But it hasn't pulled back quite enough yet. I want to see it get at least to 71. Possibly at least the 90 MA as it keeps rising up here. We'll just have to see what happens. Because my stop limit would still be below this range here. I think it was 65. Wow. Came back and tapped VWAP. I don't know, that spread gets a little crazy. I think I might want to just go with the limit order here. Just at 71, really. SPY's getting pretty strong right now. Well, held once here. But now we got a different stop loss here. Low of 40. We'll see if it wants to do something again. Because I'm seeing a lot of red right now. Pretty good volume red too. SPY is still very strong. We just made a new high day here. We're looking pretty good here. I think I'm gonna go for this. Alright, I'm filled 200 here. Stop is, jeez. Stop's gonna be right underneath it. Alright, oh. Dude, this thing tapped 39 and it got me out. Let's see if I can get it again. This time with the right stop loss. Closer, see if it can hold here. Takes very slow. I might want to see what happens. Pretty slow unless we start seeing the pop here pretty shortly. This 50's holding. No, there it goes. Might be a chance to get pretty big here because we're still holding this. I might have just missed that. Yeah, I think I did. SPY just had a big red candle moving right back to VWAP there. That's pretty ugly. Market's internals are kind of following it here. I want to give the trade a chance to work. But that might have been it right there, is that little short pop we just had, and that might have been the end of the trade. I need to hold them. It does come back down and still holds though. Gives me a chance to get even bigger here. See what happens. Man, SPY just broke down through VWAP. That's not good. Well, we aren't really breaking one way or the other, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can stay above VWAP long enough for the 20 to come into play. That might be what we're waiting for here. Pretty slow, pretty slow. Alright, 20's coming up. See if we can get a little break here. I'll start taking off towards 72. At least we're getting some movement. Not always a bad thing about a pullback here, because we just broke down a little bit on decent volume and came right back up, so now it's telling me that I might want to go. Yeah, I think if we get a break above this range, I need to start taking some off here. Do more than that. Here we go. Boom. Take off 100. Getting slow again here. Oh, I didn't realize that Lightspeed changes your stop loss order. That's pretty cool. I didn't know they did that. Alright, so this is good. Now I got 50 shares holding on still. Stop loss still underneath VWAP. I mean, I haven't seen anything, any reason to change that. I'm going to hold this 50 shares for as long as I can, really. We'll see what happens. For all I know, I might end up getting another chance to add back into this here. There's a couple of other possible setups here. I don't want to, I really hate leaving stocks, but I think I am going to change this. I'm going to go 50 shares. Hell, probably right now. Yeah. The only reason I want to change is because Tesla's setting up here. There's something going on at 147. It's kind of coming back to the VWAP for the second time here. Again, see if it can hold that volume. No. It's had a decently strong opening each time it's gotten above VWAP. It's kept going higher and higher here, but I just don't like, I especially don't like the volume. And there's break. Yeah, everything's starting to move down here. I'm just not thrilled about it. I probably just need to stay away from it. PCG though is really interesting. So it's gotten above VWAP, stuff by the 9, stuff by the 9. Now that the 20's caught up with it, I might want to seriously break. I have to use a market order. Alright, it's testing VWAP and everything again here. If it can't hold, which it doesn't look like it's doing here. squeeze. This is fine because if this move fails, SPY just made a new low a day. Is dropping down, so if this doesn't want to hold above this move here, then I can definitely get short something. $500 might end up being too big though. I might have to go like 350. We closed on it. That's not what I want to see. Couldn't tell if there was a hidden seller there at 20 or not. Yeah, I think there is. Oh, there's pop. Not over yet though. I'll give it another couple minutes here. Because if it can't hold, it could definitely still be a good short here. Probably underneath the whole number. Big volume too. Goose hasn't moved away from that spot that I exited at. Hasn't moved. Just might right now be breaking higher. I need to see this thing under 28 before I can do anything. Because it's kind of interesting. Lightspeed's view app and TradingView's view app here is completely different. View app is like right here. It's even lower than that. View app's here on TradingView. Man, this thing might be a good long now. But I am not going to do that. Well, if this thing keeps holding above view app, we could definitely see a little pop here above this. It's 28, 29. Might just go for the quick scalp. See what it's doing up here though. Yeah, definitely a hidden seller there at 25. That's 28. If there's a hidden seller at 28, I'll put it in. Nope, couldn't see. I'm surprised. SPY's looking pretty weak, but PCG, don't care. Moving up. Alright, no trades yet. Alright, I'm looking at PCG here. So it just recently failed to hold any higher above VWAP here. Got a big drop. I'm kind of coming back to retest it here a little bit. SPY in the meantime has been dropping as well, making new lower days consistently. And we're just now starting to see a little bit of a pop in the SPY here. Ticks were turning green for a second before they just got stuffed again here. Volume seems like it's ramping up a little bit right now, but I was looking for this thing to retap close to a 28 at least before I decided to do anything here. But it looked like it was going to whenever I started, but now since it's just failed here, now it looks like it's breaking down even further. And since I don't have a good risk-reward trade anymore, I'm just gonna have to let it go. Alright, so Nvidia is coming back up to this 201 level here. I see it's been pretty good resistance for the past while here. We just recently tapped yesterday's close, broke down out of this range, and immediately bought straight back up. So I'm thinking that the SPY looks like it's bouncing too right now. We could end up getting a decent pop here above 201. I do want to see what the tape is doing at the level though, so just gotta wait and see what happens when we get there. Noticed a couple of times back here it got to 08, 09, and got an 03 here, so I don't want to go right above. Well, actually I think I could this time, because we keep getting closer and closer. I think I can go for the big move here. So I'll try and go 250. Worst case scenario, I lose 50 bucks. So what is that? It's a little bit more than 100 bucks. That's fine. I definitely think we could see a strong pop here. But if the SPY can keep moving up, Q's moved up a little bit here. But I think the key thing here is the SPY right now. The SPY's got to be the leader, and we got to start grinding up a little bit. Fang stocks are ready to bounce. Tick's turning green. And this thing could easily pop up there any second. Yeah, SPY looks like it's curling over. Might go down a low day again. Alright, I'll turn it back if we get up. Okay, we're coming back. We just kind of came down, tapped this 200 in these moving averages, and bounced right back up. SPY isn't exactly doing the same thing here. It's just gonna pop right up. I was waiting to see a big seller or something, but if he's not there, I'm not just gonna buy it alone. I probably would have been taking profits already. Yeah, SPY's moving up. Alright, I'm watching Goose here. So we just recently made a new low a day, failed, got bought back up. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of shorts in here. You can see that the 68 level has been pretty significant in holding. Kind of the same situation with that other trade that I was looking at earlier on, where it just, I think it was Nvidia actually, where it just broke above that range and then just moved away from it. It was a pretty decent move. I'm feeling we can get the same thing here with Goose. Especially if we start making or fail to make a new low here. Volume's been dropping off, and the SPY's kind of come back a little bit here. Could definitely be something. So low this was 26, and we just got to 27. And SPY big red candle. Oh jeez, that tick just turned super red. It's a negative 700. See what happens. SPY's making another bounce here. Everything is pretty oversold at this point, especially the FANG stocks. I mean, nothing but down straight from the open. Good sign right here, but still not liking the internals. Failed to make a new low, closing above the moving average. SPY just broke down pretty hard here and made a new low a day. Yeah, tick's still red. Well, closed above, now it closed below. Yeah, it's probably getting ready to break down here. Wow, SPY. What's going on? SPY's about to turn red. Jeez, we were up like 2.5 points at one time. Well, if Goose gets back up there. Okay, so I'm looking at Goose again. SPY just recently made another new low a day. We just keep moving lower, 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 and Goose just isn't following suit. So clearly the 75 low has been pretty significant, and right after that it's going to be 68. I'm really debating what I want to do here, but I do feel like there's a long in here somewhere. I'm just really waiting for the SPY to just show some kind of bounce, some kind of strength or something, but we're just not getting anything. Because I want to be taking this trade on the same side as the overall market, but I just don't know if we're gonna ever see any green here. Oh wow, I just blew through everything. And stuffed under. Not much volume. No, I can't trust it. Just because the overall market. I don't know. I'm just not seeing anything right now. I don't think I'm going to have a trade to the long side here, but Tesla, it's just too low volume. I just can't. Nvidia at one point looked pretty good for a short, but it starts popping back up here. Not with the SPY this time. We got above 200. It looks like it might be failing. Could definitely want to keep going lower, but volume an issue again. don't know, lower high, lower high, lower high. The 5 minutes just a mess, really. We actually just closed that 5 minute candle too. I mean, the 9's still coming down on stuff to under. It came back, tapped the moving averages, pushed right back underneath. These moving averages, 60's underneath it. See what it can do on this push here, because now it's giving me a good chance for a good risk reward. Come back up with the SPY again. Alright, I'm just gonna have to call it today. I don't know, just nothing is really just following through the way I want to see anything follow through. I mean, the SPY has just been disgusting. I mean, it's just, they can't get a hold of anything, and we're just moving lower and lower. I mean, I was initially looking for a long around here, but I mean, we made that push above and then just stuffed right back under. Well, this 2 and 120 something definitely might be a spot that it could bounce from. Yeah, day's looking uglier and uglier here. Yeah, even way back whenever this was, definitely acting as pretty good support now. Might actually be a decent long there, but I just don't think so. Not gonna go for it. The main thing I was trying to just show here is just that everything is just, at least the big name stocks are all following the SPY for the most part. But a decent little break there, but I mean, there's nothing was clean today. I mean, I just couldn't really see anything that looked great. PCG ended up being pretty good. I remember yesterday I was talking about wanting to short before these levels even come into play, and I mean, there's a situation here where I was looking at it, I was watching it, I mean, it just got stuffed underneath, and you know, it's just one more case where it would have worked. I think Tesla was another one. Maybe this 338 definitely didn't have a move after it, but Nvidia I was looking at for a low a day push, just never really got any follow through. I mean, again, the SPY is at that bottom, I guess, and I guess Nvidia is just doing the same thing. But I took a trade on BABA. Gap and go, you can see it's pretty strong pre-market. Kind of got a doji there at the first candle, and then you can see the volume took a while to come in. We just get that big spike, and we came up here. It started stalling at like this 47.50-ish area, and I mean, I was watching it on the tape. I mean, I was just half a second too slow, and I ended up taking a hefty loss on it. Definitely could have probably managed it a little bit better, just click the button faster. I mean, I remember a long time ago I used to tell myself all the time that slow does not mean get out, but you know, where is it being slow at? If it's slow and it's not quite in my favor, that can be a good sign. If it's slow and it's already made the breakout point and it's slow after that move, well, then that's not such a good sign. And I mean, we were slow after the move, and I just wasn't quick enough in taking it off. Goose also gapping up pretty strong, open here. I was looking for an entry originally over here, kind of an ABCD, but it failed, so I looked for a retracement to VWAP, see if it wanted to hold. So it bounced once, put my order in again, bounced again. You can see this low was 39 up there, so originally it was 41, and I put it in at 39. We came right to 39, and it hit me out, and it bounced back up, so immediately put my order back in again, 250 shares, and just had to wait a little bit. Looks better on the without pre-market here. You know, we closed below it twice here, and then just kind of made a slow move up, and as soon as we started breaking out above this little range here, we had a decent push. I was just ready to take some off. So I took some off, about 200, almost $1 gain on it, and then just took the 50 off as it started coming back against me, and then actually ended up being a pretty decent short too. You see lower high, lower high, lower high, and you know this was actually probably, I'm not gonna say the trade of the day, but definitely one of the better trades of the day. We had this little push here, somewhat above average volume. Doji next candle, there's just no follow through. I mean, the thing just got stuffed. Super hard straight underneath it. I couldn't pull the trigger on it. You know, I wanted to see what it did a little bit more, but just ended up making a move without me. So finished the day down a little bit. Oh, looks like Goose actually finally broke. Oh yeah, that's right, I was watching it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be trading tomorrow, but not Friday. I think tomorrow might be the last trading day that I get until after Thanksgiving. So trade tomorrow. This whole week I'm gonna have to take off, and then I can come back on the 26th here. Definitely feeling like I want to come back tomorrow. I mean, I hung in there today. I mean, I stuck around until now, you know, looking for setups just over and over again after taking that big loss. You know, I wanted to make it back, but can only take, you know, the A+. Only take what's looking good, what is looking good. I mean, I just didn't see anything that looked super special today after, you know, 30 minutes into the day, really. So I kind of sat around here not doing much of anything. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully be back tomorrow. And thanks for watching.